Hi, listener. This is a Work with A.F.I podcast. My name is A.F.I and I'll be your host for the next 15 to 20 minutes. If this is your first time on the Work with A.F.I podcast, hi, you're welcome to a Work with A.F.I podcast. And if you're a returning listener, hey you're welcome once again. And I'm so excited that you guys are joining in to have this wonderful conversation with me. Before we dive deep into what we have for today, I want to take a moment and say hi. Thank you for deciding to have this one with me. It's been great. It's been awesome. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and I'm still excited, and I'm so excited that despite the hurdles, despite everything, we are still standing strong and we are still having this work together. By 20th of this month, which is this coming Tuesday, this podcast will be 3 months, and I'm so happy, and I'm saying thank you for subscribing. Thank you for always coming back to listen. And if you haven't subscribed, well, this is a call. You need to subscribe because I'm sure you will want to come back to listen to a Work with A.F.I. So today, we are discussing something very serious. There are a lot of misconceptions about perfect relationship. I get it, right? The society is not helping. They make you feel like there is this perfect man waiting somewhere. There is the right man, there is the Mr. No issue, Mr. No conflict. The social media is there. Everybody is happy on social media. Every relationship is fine. Every relationship is lovey-dovey on social media. And then we have the romantic comedies that I also love to watch. We have the fairy tales, and all of these make us feel like, yeah, there's one perfect relationship somewhere. And so we have so much misconceptions about perfect relationship. We think that perfect relationships do not have conflicts. But that's not true. That's not the reality. The reality is every relationship has its own conflicts. And I feel conflict is an opportunity to know the other person better. I think conflict is a way to open you up to, the deep things about the other person that you do not know. It might be things that you do not even care about. And after a conflict, you'll be like, wow, so my friend can react this way. I've been there. I was like seriously? Did it just do that? Wow, that's nice. That's interesting. So conflicts will actually open you up to, see a lot of things about the other person, to understand them much more better. So it's actually not that bad as we think it is. Yes, but then we have another misconception that relationships should be effortless as long as you are truly in love. Wow, that's another great one. Well, let me bust your bubbles. Every relationship needs consistent attention. Every relationship needs efforts, and efforts must be coming from the parties involved. All of you must be ready to work it out. You must be ready to make it thrive and grow. If it's just one person that is doing it, it will not work. It will not. And you won't be able to achieve that healthy relationship that you want. So I'm saying, if you are part of the people that think relationships that are healthy should be effortless, you need to remove yourself from that circle, because that misconception is really not, it's not adding up at all. There is another one that a relationship should complete you. Okay, at this point, I'm trying to keep my cool, but let me tell you that is a big one, and I think you are not doing yourself any good if you expect a relationship to complete you. A relationship should complement you and not complete you. At some point, I needed to ask a friend of mine that, why do people do this? You see couples, not like married couples, but You see people going out 2 years, 3 years down the line, and then one of them is getting married to another person, and you're asking, what is wrong? You know what my friend told me? My friend told me that the reason is because most of the times, the guy probably thinks that the lady is no longer up to his standard. You get? Because I asked, you people suffer together. Now you have money, you're marrying another person. I mean, you people suffer together. Now you are rich, you are okay, and you just discard your friend like that. You started mingling with other people. I'm not saying you shouldn't make new friends. I make friends, I make new friends. But that doesn't mean that the old friends or the people that, in fact, I cherish the fact that over the years, I've been able to keep friendships for 5 years and more. It means a whole lot to me. You get my point? So if it's like that, fine, you can make new friends, but that doesn't mean that the ones that you have before your new friends aren't important. You get my point? This is because the relationship from the start wasn't growth oriented. So for us to have healthy relationship, that relationship must be growth oriented. A growth oriented relationship will focus on mutual growth and not just one-sided. A growth oriented relationship will focus on emotional development. It will help you to learn how to talk to people. It will help you to know that you don't say some certain things to someone. You know, my people used to say that you don't spread all your clothes under the sun. Like, they're trying to say that there are some discussions that you don't have outside your home or outside your space, and there are some that you have to make sure those conversations are coming outside. You get? So you need to use your discretion. You need to know how to empathize with people. You need to learn how to talk to people. You need to learn to know that a growth-oriented relationship is what we need. It's not about perfection. It's about the progress. Because a growth-oriented relationship encourages continuous improvement. You are both trying to make things work. You are both trying to look for a way to make the relationship healthy. I say this all the time, that when you see healthy relationships, those relationships are healthy because the people in that relationship, they are healthy. If the relationship consists of toxic people, believe me, all the relationship will bring will be nothing but toxicity. You get my point? So it's not about the relationship being perfect. It's about personal development. It's about personal growth. It's about you working on yourself, because growth allows for imperfections. Growth allows challenges. Growth allows mistakes. You know why? Because growth will take all of these things down and learn. And when you learn, you improve, you put it into action, you use it. You are learning how to communicate with people. Try it with your friends. You get? You are learning how to talk to somebody. Try it with your friends. Oh, you are trying to have a conversation with your friend. It's so funny. It's so funny how you are trying to talk to some people, and honestly speaking, they are not even listening to you. And at the end of the day, they will say, you guys have communicated. I'm like, are you serious? How did you communicate when I was talking and your attention was somewhere else? You need to build the foundation. Every healthy relationship must have a foundation that is made of growth. And how do you do that? First, effective communication. Communication is not just about talking. I can keep blabbing, I can keep talking, and I'm not communicating. When somebody is talking to you, honestly, try to maintain eye contact with them. Nod your head. Let them know that yes, whatever they are saying is getting to you. And at the end, allow them to finish what they are saying. Do you know that it is very, very disrespectful that you are trying to say something and the person you are trying to talk to is interrupting you? You are talking and the other person too is talking, and so you guys are now going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, seriously, guys. No, that is not the right way to have effective communication with people. Let them finish whatever they are saying. Then you ask, you rephrase whatever they've said, so that you will be sure that the two of you are on the same page. My friend just finished talking to me. It's as simple as, okay, guy, if I'm getting you rightly, are you saying that this and that? Because rather than making assumptions in your head, it's actually important to ask questions. I'm on this table and I make assumptions for people. I cook up stories for people in my head because I feel like, especially with something that is not serious, I feel like it's something that can slide, then I won't want to say anything. So I would just want it to be and just focus on things in my head. But I actually realized that that's actually not the best way to go about things. If it's bothering me, then I should talk. You get my point? Rather than having things in my head and all. So it's better for me to spit it. Let me say it out. Let me ask, okay, is it what you are trying to tell me? And then the person will be like, oh no, or maybe, but that is not it. You are right, but probably you've added something, you've subtracted something from it, and they'll be able to correct that. And now you guys will be able to move on. But imagine that you've made so much assumptions in your head that you're not saying anything, and somebody that is not keeping malice with you turn them to your enemy just because you do not understand what played out or what happened. So it's better for you to talk. So every relationship that is healthy, the people in that relationship, they communicate so well. Like, I watched the movie, guys, my friend had to ask me, do I think that what played out in that movie is possible in real life? Because the movie was actually a romantic comedy, and I told my friend, I said, I believe it is possible when the parties involved, because looking at the people in that movie, they were people that were ready to learn. They were people that had growth mindset. They knew that at some point it is normal for me to be wrong, it is normal for me to make mistakes, it is normal for me to be vulnerable. You get? And because of that, they were able to set aside their differences and come together and mend their relationship. And I think that is the major thing that we need. A growth mindset will help you to work on yourself. And when you're working on yourself, you will learn how to communicate with people. You learn how to trust and be vulnerable. The truth is, every relationship, when it comes to probably family or romantic relationship, friendship, or even with your boss at work, see, I believe every relationship has a bit of sea finish inside. You have to be vulnerable and you have to trust the person. You have to be honest if you really want it to work. If you are not honest, if they cannot even trust you with some certain information, then you have a problem and you need to fix it. You need to work on yourself. That is the truth. We need to work on ourselves. We need to forget about all these misconceptions. We need to forget about all these fantasies in our head. We need to work on ourselves. We need to focus on the shared goals, shared values, rather than focusing on their imperfections, rather than focusing on their mistakes, rather than focusing on their weaknesses. Don't do that. Encourage them. The point is, when you focus on the shared values, it's actually help them. They will want to do better. When you are focusing on my strengths, I will want to work on my weakness, because I believe that for me to perform so well like that, then I can do other things that I feel like I cannot do. Most of the times, God has made it this way. What I lack, my friend is having it. You get my point? So when it seems like I'm down, my friend can pull me up. When it seems like I'm down, my brother, my sister, anybody can pull me up. So we can always make a compromise. So rather than trying to force and put unnecessary pressures on our relationship and competing with other relationships that are not even competing with us. I think it's a high time that we set aside all these misconceptions in our head and work on ourselves, work on our relationship, focus on our shared values and our shared goals. And to foster a growth-oriented relationship, you need to check in on people. I don't understand why you want a friendship to work, okay, but you never take your phone to put a call across to your friend or even DM or anything. Like, seriously. That's very, very bad. If you want a friendship to work, if you want a relationship to work, you check in on people. At some point when I was in school, getting admission and everything, and the way my school rushed us after the strike and whatever, it was very, very overwhelming, and I wasn't really having much time the way I used to have to check up on people. And just one day, somebody was just telling me, I think you used to care about people before, but now you have changed, blah, blah. I had to raise out to people in my room that, please, Biko, come and save me. What is this? And someone said something. The person said, You should ask that person that when last did they check up on you? Because even when that person said that, I wasn't one that reached out. You get my point? So, and the person was like, when last did that person check up on you? Do they even know how they are feeling? No, but they want people to check up on them. When they don't check up on people, and that is a very, very bad attitude. I know we are all busy, but if you want healthy relationship, then go for it. Put in the work, put in the effort. Stop thinking that there is somebody perfect somewhere that will just come and make everything perfect for you. Lines will fall in pleasant places, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. I understand. But you need to check up on people. You need to know how to resolve conflicts. If you are trying to resolve conflict with your friend, rather than focusing on the solution, the way out, you are bent-headed on making a point. You just want to be right. I don't know how some people think that they can never be wrong in this life. It's actually very, very bad. You have a fixed mindset and you need to work on it. You can be wrong. You can make mistake. It is fine. That's why we are humans. We have the tendencies to make mistakes, and we have the tendencies to work on those mistakes. Perfectionism is not about no mistake. To me, perfectionism is about there is a mistake and I'm working on it and I'm righting the wrong. That is it. It shouldn't be like, okay, at all, there's no mistake. Since I've been born, there's no mistake. No, that is not it. Since I've been born, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. In fact, this month, I've made a lot of mistakes. But I'm happy I made those mistakes because I was able to correct them, right? And I was able to learn. That is it. And you need to celebrate your growth. Celebrate the growth of your partner. You know your friend has a weakness and your friend has been working on that weakness. When they achieve something from it, celebrate them. Let them know that they are doing well. It might be even in small ways. It doesn't matter. Your small wins, your big wins, celebrate. Call us to party. Celebrate your wins. I'm serious. Celebrate your growth. Celebrate your achievements. It helps you to know that you are strong and you can do much more better than what you've done. And then I was saying that all of these things that we just said, they are only possible when you have a growth mindset. All of these things are only possible when you are ready to work on yourself. Personal development or personal growth is essential if you want healthy relationship. If you want your relationship to flourish, if you want it to be something worthwhile, you need to work on yourself. A healthy relationship is not about perfection. It's about taking each step. It's about making the progress. It's about advancing. It's not about you not having to argue. It's not about you not conflicting with your partner. It's not about you not having a misunderstanding with your boss. It's about you making a progress with him. When you have conflict with people, when you have a misunderstanding with your boss, you are seeing things that you did not know. You are seeing things that you never saw. It will help you to know how to put yourself together the next time and plan something better. Let go of the idealized relationship standards, and instead of that, please embrace the beauty of growing together. Mutual growth is what is actually important when you need and you are seeking for healthy relationship. And yeah, so that is all for today. So as you go this week, please, you need to reflect on your relationships with people and look for ways to foster growth. Look for ways to make sure that your relationship is growth oriented. Until I come your way again, please take care of yourself. Remember that I love you so much, and do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.